Good afternoon. My name is Paula Mokomian, and Dean's Ambassador for the UCR School of Public Policy. It's my pleasure to introduce the TODEC breakout session. TODEC stands for Training Occupational Development Educating Committees. It works to support and improve the lives of immigrants and other community members by organizing, advocating for beneficial policies, providing legal services, and civically engaging them. This session will focus on California benefits for vulnerable populations, such as food access programs and medical, amongst others. This is an important need in the student community today. We have 3 speakers today. One of our presenters today will be Maribel Castaneda, who's a benefit specialist, and joining her will be Adriana Magana, an eligibility supervisor. Both of them are from the Riverside County Department of Social Services Self-Sufficiency Division. We also have with us Vivian Diamas, a staff attorney from TODEC. She'll be present for any legal questions that may arise related to immigration law. Please join me in welcoming them. Thank you very much.
Hello, good afternoon. So my name is Vivian de Armas. I am the program manager for TODEC Legal Center. And like she mentioned, TODEC is an acronym. It's for Training Occupational Development, Educating Communities. And I'm here to just briefly just talk about what our services are and what we offer. So we are a nonprofit, community-based organization, and we help with programs and offer different services such as immigration services and offer free assistance and legal consultations at no charge. We're currently helping those that are applying for citizenship, DACA, and we do have those services as well at no charge to be able to assist with those application processes. And we also have free legal consultations in regards to any type of benefits, such as if you are applying for Medi-Cal benefits or applying for any type of immigration benefits, we can, and we do recommend that you do get a legal consultation prior to continuing with any type of process. We do serve all of Riverside County, San Bernardino County, Imperial County, and Inyo County. And the closest one, we do have our locations in the city of Paris, Coachella Valley, and Victorville as well. And we are going to have some information here displayed in regards to further information for Medi-Cal, if you are for undocumented community, and also for our services that we provide, and a little bit of Know Your Rights. And then I'll be available later after their presentation to be able to answer any questions or anything that you may have in regards to kind of the legal service and legal side of it. Okay, so that's all. I just wanted to kind of briefly talk about what we have to offer and just a little breakdown of our services for right now. And then I'll pass it over to Maribel.
Thank you, Vivian. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maribel Castañeda. I'm a senior program specialist with Riverside County Department of Public Social Services. And first, I want to thank Vivian for inviting us today to co-lead and present here at UCR. This is amazing. I was just sharing with some of the students that basically this department here. It's great. I know they provide a lot of support to the students, so no student should go hungry or take a test thinking about food, because we are here to do that, to support you along with our partners. And with me today is Adriana Magana. She's an eligibility supervisor. We'll go over what the self-sufficiency division is and some of the topics that we will be covering today. So today we'll talk about what self-sufficiency is, what is the CalFresh program, what is the definition of students, because students are ineligible to receive CalFresh unless they meet some criteria. And Adriana will be talking about that. She's the subject matter expert, so she'll be discussing some of the things. What are exceptions, state-funded programs, verifying that application process, what is an EBT card, how can you protect your EBT, what additional resources we have to offer, what is Medical for citizens and undocumented students as well, and what is Benefits Cal, which is our online application portal. So the Self-Sufficiency Division, it's part of the Department of Public Social Services. We provide services such as cash assistance for families, immigrants, refugees, asylees. We also provide employment services, childcare, training, development under that umbrella. CalFresh and Medical. Those are some of the programs that we do, and our job is really to help customers become self-sufficient through one of the many programs and services that we offer. So when you visit our website at rivcodpss.org, you can find information about how to apply for benefits, cash assistance, food and nutrition services, healthcare, and community outreach. We are part of the community outreach branch, and our role is to go out into the community to educate customers or partners on how to assist customers to become self-sufficient. We also have other programs under the DPSS umbrella for children and families, job services, adult services, and many more. So I encourage everyone to visit our website if you want to learn more about the many different programs that we offer. We have 15 offices throughout Riverside County. If you live in Coachella but you work in Palm Springs, it doesn't matter. You can go to the nearest office. You don't have to go to the district office that you belong to. We provide services regardless of the location. Then I'll pass it over to Adriana to speak a little bit about CalFresh.
Good afternoon. My name is Adriana Magaña. I am the eligibility supervisor for the community outreach branch that comes here to UCR to help students apply for the CalFresh program. I have a quick quiz for all of you. Does anyone know what SNAP stands for? The Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, and that's what we are. But in the state of California, we're referred as CalFresh. So the CalFresh program is a program that assists individuals and families to be able to purchase nutritional food when they're eligible. I'm going to go on this side so I can read better. So, excuse me. So it's formerly known as the food stamps, and it's federally known as a supplemental. Oh, it was right there. I didn't see it there. Okay, so with the CalFresh benefits, you can buy more than fruits, vegetables, and other healthy families for yourself and your family to stay healthy. Eligible customers are issued a monthly benefit, and it's issued in a card. It's called the EBT card, and you can use it to purchase food wherever they accept EBT. You can earn money. You can be working, be self-employed, be a student, an eligible student if applicable, be receiving disability benefits, Social Security benefits. The amount that you get depends on the number of the household, the utilities, and the rent. Excuse me. Households with at least one older adult person with a disability, they're allowed an expense of $35 a month to qualify them for more benefits. Households that report daycare for a child dependent or dependent adult can work and look for work, or attend school are also allowable expenses. Student definition is an individual between the ages of 18 and 49, physically and mentally fit for employment, and enrolled at least half a time as defined in the institution of higher education. And we do have those pamphlets that she just showed right now over there that goes in depth about the student eligibility. Students are eligible for CalFresh unless they ineligible for CalFresh unless they meet at least one exemption listed in the Section 7 Code of the Federal Regulations, Section 273.5, of the date of the application. So if you apply today, your application date is today. There are some other factors about that. If you apply after our business hours, then your application would start the following business day. Student eligibility exemptions. You have to be employed at least 20 hours per week or be working 80 hours per month. It could be self-employed. Same thing applies for self-employment, 20 hours a week or average of 80 hours per month. And we have a system where we calculate the hours. Be state and federally financed in the work study. So even if you're not participating, but you're just enrolled, you can potentially be eligible for it. Exerting parental control over a dependent household, members who are under 6 years old. So if you have children under the age of 6. participating in the CalWorks program, participating in TANF, which is the Temporary Assistant for Needy Families recipient, and the recipient receiving, a TANF recipient receiving grant A or B, and notified by the State of the Student Aid Commission. Other exemptions are exerting parental control over a dependent household member between the ages of 6 and 11, a single person parent responsible for a 12-year-old, assigned or placed in an institution in higher education through in compliance with the requirements of being part of the Work Innovation Opportunity Act program, CalFresh Employment Training, Job Opportunities and Basic Skills, under the title, I think that's 5 or 4, attending school as part of a program to increase employment, and all those other programs are there. Attending school as part of the program to increase employment, and then there's some programs that if you're enrolled in, that could allow you to be potentially eligible student for the CalFresh program, and they're listed right there. You can also go into the website, the government website for the CalFresh program, and you can see the list of those programs. Attending school as part of a program to increase employment. Oh, we already went through that, right? And then what verifications you need to provide. We have resources that we use to verify a lot of the information that you provide to us during an interview, and you do need to be interviewed for the CalFresh program. The worker will set an appointment, a time that's convenient for you, or if you can't make it, then you call them and you reschedule. And then they'll interview, they'll ask you just basic information like your citizenship, where do you live for Riverside County, and then for all the counties throughout the state, you must be a resident in that county to be potentially eligible for the program. And then they'll ask you for income. For students, they'll ask for the award letter, financial aid, or a written statement from the school. Some of the information we can obtain through resources. We work with the work number, where we can obtain your income information if it's listed there. Yes. Yes, they can apply on their own. We have information there. It's benefitcals.com. They can also walk into a local office and pick up an application. And our team comes to UCR. Oh, sorry. Our team comes to UCR periodically to help students apply for the benefits, and they're there to answer all the questions. So the CalFresh application process.
So I'll go over the CalFresh application and the CalFresh eligibility determination process the moment you submit an application. As Adriana mentioned before, our team, the Community Outreach Branch, is here on a monthly basis. I believe we come twice per month. The coordination is between the Basic Needs Department and our team. Our mobile outreach van is here. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I think it's by the watchtower or clock. I don't recall the name of it, but I know that's kind of like where we are. We have a team of experts that are able to help students complete those applications, and they are the experts that also take their applications on the background and process them. So they should be able to answer any questions the students have. And again, some of the options are pick up the applications at any county office, request an application to be mailed, or apply through BenefitsCal, which is the online application portal. Also, the Basic Need Department has paper applications that the students can take, and they are also enrolled as a community-based organization with BenefitsCal, so they can submit applications also on behalf of the students. The CalFresh application must list the following informations. All members who purchase and prepare food together. So for example, if you're a student and you are just living with an aunt or uncle and they prep their food together, they don't need to be included in that application. It will be just the student. Again, you know, children under 18 must be included in the application. If you are a student and live with your parents, then you must provide, your parents must apply on your behalf as a household because you are living with the parent.
You can also apply as a student and add your family, your parents as well.
Okay, and then again, you know, if you are just living with someone, it doesn't matter, you can apply regardless of your household situation. So the process is once we receive an application, either in person, by fax, by telephone, or online. We submit that application, the process starts, the county reviews that application and then schedules an interview. And this is the most important piece because we know students are busy most of the time, and a lot of the big denial turnout that we have is because students miss their CalFresh interview. So we normally send a notice letting them know this is your appointment, we will be calling you. The county makes 3 attempts to contact the student. If those attempts fail, then we'll let the student know via mail that they failed their interview. However, they have an additional time to complete that interview process. Students who are busy and are not able to complete the interview, they can also visit any of the local DPSS offices and say, you know, I missed my interview, I'm available, can you help me today? And the county will be able to do that. Also, when our team comes here, if there is an interview that needs to be conducted, we can help the students do that. Once we review, like I said, you know, the application, we send a request for information. The request for information is 10 days, so the student can provide any missing information that the application has or questions that we may have. We need to clarify and provide the information necessary. Then all documents provided will be reviewed, and then it will establish that eligibility. If the customer is approved, they will be issued an EBT card. If they are denied, we'll issue a notice of action, letting them know the reason for the denial. However, the verifications can be provided also in person. They can be uploaded into Benefit Scout. You don't have to have an account, even though we encourage everyone to please create an account. You can upload those documents. If you don't have time to create that account, the basic need departments, as a CBO, can also upload those verifications on behalf of the students. So everyone is connected, and we avoid, you know, denying students. Our goal is to connect customers to services, not to deny them, because if you already initiated the process, the goal is for you to get those benefits. Yes. That is an excellent question. When the application is assigned, it has the worker's information. But some of the offices may use the general number. We ask people not to, and again, you know, our regular community and our customers and our students, do not get discouraged. The moment you get one person on the phone, do not take no for an answer. Just say, I'm ready for that interview. Can you please find someone to help me? Because a lot of times our calls are answered by office support staff, and they may say, I'll take a message. But if you let them know, no, I am ready and available for an interview, can you please connect me with someone? The county will, you know, use whatever resources are available to help the students. Do you want to expand on that?
I can't emphasize enough how important it is that if they do miss their appointment, when they see our van here, our community outreach branch here at the school location, I believe it's in the middle, I want to say it's in the middle of the campus, to please come to one of the eligibility workers and have that worker reschedule your appointment. And there's some instances where they actually do conduct the interview on behalf of their assigned worker, just to help them out. It just depends on the schedule, depends on the students' availability as well, if they're able to do the interview right there and then when they're going between classes.
Thank you, Adriana. And the other thing is we also want to encourage undocumented or DACA students to apply if they have a family member in the household that is a U.S. citizen. Because unfortunately, at this moment, undocumented students in DACA are not entitled to receive CalFresh benefits, but family members who are legal resident aliens or citizens can apply. And yes, the ineligible student is an ineligible member of the household, but the others may be benefiting from receiving benefits, and therefore the student as well. Yes.
Especially for families, for DACA students who might have children, there's a stigma that maybe when they apply it might have seemed negative, but no, we tell them to apply. They can apply on behalf for their family, their children, and they always have the option to opt out if they don't want to apply for the benefits. Even if they have a legal permanent residence, if they're not comfortable, they can always opt out, but we encourage them to apply.
Thank you, Joanna. And public charge, again, TODEC is here to support that. But the state of California also has prepared informational brochures or flyers so we can hand out to customers about public charge. It has a list of the organizations that can help them in case there is any questions. And again, our partner is registered there. You may be able to take some of brochures if you want to share either with your partners or with your fellow students as well. So once benefits are approved, we issue an EBT card. The EBT card is not only good to purchase food, but also can give you discounts to museums, amusement parks. Yes, the Metrolink. So it has a lot of discounts. It's not only a food card. The other thing is I know there are some students that do not have a permanent home, our own house. If they are part of the own house population, the card will also allow them to purchase hot meals from the restaurant meal program. We also have a brochure that explains that, and we have information in our website of all the participating restaurants in Riverside County, okay? Part of the CalFresh program, we also have CFID, which is an employment and training program. CFID provides supportive services. Under some of the supportive services, we have school supplies, work boots, clothing, books, training, certifications, gas cards, bus passes. So all this is part of CalFresh. And again, a lot of people think that CalFresh is just food, and CalFresh is just not food. It's also providing all those supportive services that we need. The program is voluntary. Anyone who wishes to apply can just call the number that is there, the 866-505-9806, and a CFED specialist will be contacting them to help them and connecting them to those services that are needed, okay? And then, yes, someone had a question? No, the program is a voluntary program. Therefore, you need to call the number listed, and we also have a brochure and enroll with a worker. The worker will, actually, it's not the CalFresh worker, it's a counselor. It's a counselor that will help them.
We'll connect you, when you want to sign up, we'll connect you to a worker that will assist you with that.
Yes. Okay. And then, as I mentioned before, we have the restaurant meal programs, and the restaurant meal program is for homeless, disabled, or on-house, individuals. And then we also have the market match program. I am not sure if UCR has a farmers market here, but we also have information on market match if you visit our website. And what market match does is if you use your EBT card at a participating market, it duplicates your dollar. They charge $15 to your card, and in exchange, you receive $30 in tokens or a voucher, so you can purchase fresh fruits and vegetables. And then we have another program that is coming up, and hopefully it will be approved by 2025, which is the fruits and vegetables program. That will even expand it a little bit more because it will allow EBT recipients to receive up to $120 in additional benefits. Okay, and then, we have other programs. For example, CalFresh works with WIC. If anyone has a child, they don't need to apply for WIC benefits because CalFresh gives them automatically enrollment. And then also the Sunbox program, if we have any students that transition from high school into college and they were 18, this is a permanent program. The Sunbox card allows them also to take advantage of the farmers market, so they can expand their dollars. And then we also have additional resources, and these additional resources, it's, the market match, the County of Riverside resources, the restaurant meal program, the CDSS CalFresh food. We also have CalFresh Healthy Living that is available on the CalFresh food, and it teaches you how to prep food, how to budget, how to do healthy meals, and all that. And then we'll go ahead and start talking about the medical program.
So Medi-Cal is health insurance issued by the state for individuals and families that are eligible for the program. As far as the immigration status goes, there's no, sorry, I'm trying to think of the word. It does not affect their citizenship, and anyone who is, whether they're undocumented or not, they can apply for the program. Having Medi-Cal state insurance helps you to see the doctor, get immunization, prescriptions, emergency services, preventive services, hospital care during a medical emergency, pregnancy-related services, mental health and substance abuse disorder, and assistance in a nursing home, anyone who's in long-term care facilities. And then we also have the Smile California. It's a dental program for children and adults. Let's see. So who can apply for Medi-Cal and who can be eligible? Individuals aided under the following programs: SSISP, that is through Social Security, and they usually get Medi-Cal automatically. Recipients receiving CalWorks, refugee assistance, foster care, adoption assistance, and KinGap. Medi-Cal eligibility criteria: to be potentially eligible for Medi-Cal, you have to be a California resident, provide your tax household information, meet the income federal poverty level for free Medi-Cal, and then have linkage to share cost Medi-Cal programs ABD, which is aged, blind, and disabled. The application process could take up to 45 days, and then there's some information there regarding Medi-Cal. That's the card right there that you would get if you're eligible for Medi-Cal. Oh, yes. In the county of Riverside, the managed healthcare plans is IHP and Molina, San Bernardino as well, and then other counties have their own managed care programs, like Orange County has Cal Optima. I'm not too familiar with Los Angeles. LA Care. But also Kaiser, yes, Kaiser as well. So Kaiser, if you're an IHP recipient, I believe, no, it's a, okay, oh, all right. Then how do you apply for a self-sufficiency program? You can go into Covered California, and Covered California, if you go through there, they will, their application, if they read it that you're medically eligible for the program, they'll refer you to the county. You can do it by mail, by fax, telephone, and through benefitscal.com, and you can call the office as well or walk into a local DPSS office.
Program is, I know students are required to provide health insurance, and if they don't have health insurance, they can purchase it from the school, right? And I believe it's about a little bit over $700, if I remember correctly. But Medi-Cal can do that. You know, you can apply for Medi-Cal. Medi-Cal is free. You don't have to file taxes. To apply. We ask for taxes because we ask what is your expected filing status. However, if you're a dependent living away from home, you can apply on your own, or your parents can apply on your behalf. A lot of times there is a misconception on my parents live in Florida, but I am here. It's okay, you can apply on your own then, as long as your parents do not claim you in Florida. Then you can be on your own. We will count zero income. And then the beauty of Medi-Cal is California has Medi-Cal for all, regardless of your immigration status. As long as you meet the program eligibility requirements and rules, you can be entitled to receive those benefits. And again, you know, Medi-Cal has about, I'm gonna say, we talk about Medi-Cal, but Medi-Cal really has about 50 programs under the Medi-Cal umbrella. We say Medi-Cal, but when you go Medi-Cal, I look at you and you and you and you, and I'll say, wait a minute, you know, they don't fit here. Can I fit them there? So it is an excellent program. And like we said, you know, once you enroll into managed care plan, you can get many things done, because even some of the plans include housing assistance or transportation assistance. And you can do that through the providers that we have. I know we spoke about self-service options. One of the, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. You had a question. My apologies.
So can international students apply for that or no?
If you are a Californian resident, you can apply. As long as you remain in the state for more than 60 days, you are attending, you know, that school. The only people that is not entitled to medical benefits is those that are here on a visitor's visa, because you are not a California resident.
Or on vacation.
Right, right.
Just to follow up on that though, so think about eligibility requirements for like taxes. If they're international students, they're not directly here.
Right, so it's a requirement that we ask, so we know where to place you. But if you tell us I do not file taxes, we classify you as a non-filer, and then the eligibility determination goes in the background. So when we submit that information to the federal hub to verify who you are, we do it so we don't ask for a lot of verifications. So when we send that to the hub can verify a lot of things for us. So we hit IRS, FTB, we do all that. But if they don't file taxes, obviously the information will come back unverified, and then we'll talk to the individual and obtain additional verifications if needed, okay? So the self-service options that we have, like we mentioned before, is Benefits Count. And Benefit Counts allows you to create an account to apply for benefits or for case maintenance. And it really is important, especially when you have no time, because if you lose your EBT card or your medical card, you can just log into Benefits Count and request a replacement, right?
Yeah, I did want to mention in the previous slide, there was a EBT, it's called the Edge EBT. We encourage everyone who gets an EBT card to sign up for that app on their phone. It's this one right here. It's very crucial that you do that because unfortunately there's a lot of fraud that's going on throughout the state, and people do lose their benefits, and in order to recuperate those benefits, they have to go through a process. If you download that app on your phone, you can track your benefits and put a stop to any suspicious activity that you see. You can request a new card through there. It's a really good feature. We can't emphasize how important it is to have that app on your phone.
Yes, great. And then, again, we have other self-service options at our office. You can go ahead.
Yes, so we have some self-service options at your fingertips, as it says right there. You can always go to the internet to benefitscal.com and look at your case information. It'll give you if you're active or inactive. If you forgot to submit your renewal, it'll let you know. The text messaging feature right now, it's on hold. Right?
We text you reminders. If you have an upcoming report that is due or an annual renewal, you get that text. We have no functionality for you to text us back, but we can text you to give you those reminders. So when you create an account, you'll sign up for that, and that's how we stay communicated. Okay?
And then sign up for the interactive voice response system so you can get notifications, calls to your phone regarding your renewals and your semi-annual reports. And then the offices, they have kiosk machine. If you don't want to wait in line to turn in a verification, you can always just walk up to the kiosk machine, put your case information, scan your documents, and then you can go.
So the information that we provided today, again, with all the regulations, the rules, it's current as of today's date. There are things that, may change in the future, but at this point, that's what we have. And again, we want to appreciate that you are here, and also TODEC, and I know a few of you have asked some great questions. We're available for a Q&A, but we also want to encourage everyone that if you don't feel sure about applying for benefits because immigration status, then please visit our partners, talk to them. They have the free resources. It's available. TODEC it's like I said, one of the partners that the county has. But in addition to that, they are also registered with the Department of Social Services, California Department of Social Services, and they are under medical and also CalWorks and cash assistance. So it's someone that you can trust when you ask those legal questions. And then obviously our team, when we are here twice a week. And then your basic needs department, let me tell you, they are a challenging group. They are amazing. Sometimes I'm like, wait, is that in regulation? And then I'm like, oh, let me check. They are great. So I know they're doing everything that they can to bring food to their students. Azucena, which is new right now, well, I don't know how new she is, but I know I asked her a couple questions, and she provided, pantry days. I believe, they have times for students to pick up. They also have dollars, about $15 or something like that for students to purchase food for those that are not entitled to receive CalFresh. But again, even if you're in doubt, just submit that application. Go talk to them because they know the eligibility criteria, And if you have time, visit us when the team comes over. In addition to bringing all those cute little souvenirs that we have on our table and all the informational flyers, they bring a wealth of knowledge with them. So if anyone has any questions, we're available. Awesome.
I was just curious, so you have two online facility options, Breakfast Cal and then TODEC. Is there any differences between, is it like require different tax information?
So Cover California is for health insurance only. However, they have an option where it says, do you want to apply for other programs? And you say yes, they will send your health application to the county for medical evaluation if your income is low enough for medical. If your income is not low enough, they will keep your application and help you obtain a qualified health plan through Cover California, and then they will send a referral to us saying this individual is looking for additional services. Well, we already lost some days there, right? Because by the time they send the referral, by the time we get it, by the time we review, by the time we call you, it's already been a week and you already lost a week of food. So our recommendation is just go straight to Benefits Cal and submit the application for whatever program, cash assistance for families with kids, CalFresh, or Medical. That will definitely expedite the process. And one thing that we didn't mention is, you want to talk about the expedited process?
Yes, if you meet the criteria for expedited services, meaning that if your income and resources is below 150 and your income is above and all that, you can get benefits within 3 days of your application date. So actually, it's the following day. So it's 3 days after your application date. You are required to do an interview as well, and then the worker will let you know if you're eligible. If there's any verifications that are needed, for example, California residency, proof of California residency, or income, those are the two main ones, then they can process the benefits and postpone your verifications. And you just need to make sure that you turn in the verifications by the given due date, or else your benefits will terminate. Identity is the only thing that we cannot postpone. We need the identity in order to process expedited services. And I did want to mention one more thing too. Our Medi-Cal regulations differ from our CalFresh regulations. So even if you might not qualify for Medi-Cal, there are some allowable expenses that CalFresh does allow that might potentially make you eligible for the CalFresh program. Again, there are different regulations. There's expenses that CalFresh will allow that Medi-Cal will not, vice versa.
Correct. No. See for Yourself was replaced by Benefits Cal back in 2021. Back in 2021, that's kind of like when we started, merging into Benefits Cal. See for Yourself at the beginning was only available to 4 counties, and then, different counties have other platforms to apply for benefits, but now all 58 counties in California are under Benefits Cal. So that's the beauty of it, because if you move from one county to another, you can still use the same application to view your case. Excellent question. Thank you.
We can connect with the other counties as well. With some information.
Yes. Yes. No. No, your medical will be only for California, and the same for your EBT. When actually there is something that when you are using your EBT benefits outside the state gets like a notification.
A state notification, and they'll notify us when benefits are trying to be used at another state. We'll get notified. And that, to us, sometimes it's an indication that you've moved to another state. So then we have to, or fraud as well. Yeah, so in that situation, we might contact the customer and ask them, like, what's going on? Did you move out of state? And at that point, we would have to close the case.
However, for medical, if there is an emergency outside, you can submit a claim through the Department of Healthcare Services. This is not something that your worker will help you, but if you have that emergency, you can contact them and let them know I had an emergency out of the state, and they go through a process. I believe it's called the Conlan process, and they will help you with that. Okay.
Like a billing process. When you say traveling like in another country or just within the United States, yeah, they won't be able to use it. It won't allow the system, it won't allow them to use it at all. Yeah.
I just had one other quick question. Are there any potential penalties for either of the programs, TODEC or Medical, if you let's say you're already signed up and you get the register, or you use the card for the fees based on your card instead? Any potential penalties whatsoever for either of the programs?
The only thing that I can see is when you mean penalties, monetary penalties. You can speak a little bit about overissuance?
Yeah,
We have 2
so
minutes.
if you don't report, so when you're approved, you get a notification telling you that you're responsible to notify the county of when there's a change of income. So if you don't notify us timely, then we have to create, when it's time to do your semi-annual report or your recertification, you'll get an overissuance, and then our accounts payable division, they take care of recuperating any money that you weren't entitled to during those months.
Oh, wow. What if I inaccurately report? Like, let's say it asked me if we could get a job offer, and I said, no, I didn't, even though I turned down a job offer. Then, in that specific case scenario, you're not technically, you're still reporting, but not accurate information?
When you say accurate, like it didn't go through, like the job didn't go through, or,
Just like
okay.
any hypothetical scenario where I denied work.
It's you have to notify us when the income threshold goes over the limit. Not getting a job opportunity or missing out on it or not accepting it, we sometimes do get reports where a person might have worked like a week and then they just stopped. So our system issues, it's notified, and our system issues all the information. It'll get where you applied, the date of hire, and then it'll send out a letter letting us know, like, you applied at this place, please comply and provide the information. And then you would just have to call us or let us know, or maybe write a letter letting us know that what you just explained right now, that you accepted a position, it didn't work out, and you stopped working. But as long as you didn't go over the income threshold, that's the most important part, that you don't go over the income threshold.
And if I just, for whatever reason, have a certain amount of money on the street that pushes me above the income threshold, like, it's not technically reportable having money for that income or anything like that.
So you're getting paid under the table, is that what you're saying?
Sure, like, let's say hypothetically someone owed me money in the past.
Oh, alone, no, not necessarily, but I mean, if all income should be reported. Yeah.
It's basically the income that you report to us, or the income that the government report to us. Like, if you work under the table, to be honest, I don't know, because unless you report it to me. But if you go work for a computer place as a junior engineer and they take taxes away from you, then the FTB will let us know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
One last question, I know we touched on that. It's just for the limit that you're eligible, the amount of income that you get. Is that decided at a local regulation level, or is it something decided federally, or who will say, okay, here's X amount, you have to meet this amount?
It's a federal level,
It's a federal-
established at the federal level. Yes, because SNAP is a federal benefit. We have benefit that it's issued by the state of California also for qualified resident aliens, but we follow the federal rules in order to issue that. The funding is different, but the ruling is the same.
So it's
So-
not even specific to each county area?
All counties should follow the same guidelines and regulations stated by the California Department of Social Services, even though they are federal rules.
Oh.
They should have before.
Yes. And we can talk a little bit about it after the presentation. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. If there's no more questions, we appreciate you being here today. And again, spreading your knowledge now. You go there and you help others, and we're here available if you guys have any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining us. At this point, I invite you back to Hub 302 for the rest of the event. We have boba for attendees. Please also remember before you leave today to fill out the survey at registration so you can claim your free Persist t-shirt. See you all back in Hub 302. Please have a good day. Thank you.